process is automatic and may take a few seconds. Please wait. Okay, the sale in our neighborhood will be this Saturday. Different families will sell their things at their homes. Since sale is in winter, many families will sell used things from spring and summer. So basic.
They're very well.
They are very well.
They're very well.
Yeah. Isolated, deprivation, viewpoint, unqualified, minimize, renewable, undoubtedly, sniff, we can say, gerund, unrevised, plump, no, plump. There's no words like plump, I guess. Interior, inferior, interior, I don't know about inferior. Neutral, how, and next. A food group is a collection of foods that share similar nutritional properties or biological classifications.
He started to work very hard, composing 2 operas a year. He started to work very hard, composing 2 operas a year. He started to work very hard, composing 2 operas a year.
They also excelled in philosophy, science, theology, and medicine. Karam catches his sneaky son. Karam had been speculating that his son was sneaking out at night in his species were suspicion, man. His suspicion were further aroused when his son's shoe mysteriously traveled from the living room to the kitchen overnight. Karam, okay, he had Noted them. Bring we can say nightlife, entrance and failure in failure to grow in back air freshener creation. Yeah, then his son gave him credit for. Son, Karam had been circulating. Okay, when essential travel, Karam son he had to name them. Detonate. He had continued his nightlife adventures in failed to clothing back to every location. Daunted him. Okay, broad men's trap priority tray and adaption definite literary complex influence admittedly stimulate interestingly interestingly edible. Oh no, salt water, no. Strolling place literally forwardly confront no. Next. Materials science encompasses various classes of materials, each of which may constitute a separate field. Materials science encompasses various classes of materials, each of which may constitute a separate field.
What's in that smoothie? What's in that smoothie?
What's in that smoothie? Is it written like this? Smoothie. Oh no, smoothie. He found the following report by accident.
Sometimes the plot is altered.
Sometimes the plot
Sometimes the plot is altered. Sometimes the plot is altered.
altered, I guess. Okay. Perhaps conceive, sign this, no, or politics, no. We can say estimate, Starving, traction, snobbish, fraffy, undo, dispo-ripping, countless, stement, overcase, queenie, frownum, no, 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 traction, no, 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 no. The definition of ecotourism. The word ecotourism comes from a combination of words ecology and tourism, and it refers to responsible travel that conserves the environment and supports both ecotourism can include activities such as hiking, in- and wildlife photography, tribal art regions such as in rainfalls and forest for reserve reserves or sport can include activities such as hiking, camping, and wildlife photography. As it cameras, right? Wildlife photography. It may involve may involve tribe to a particular region, such as a rainforest, for residents or residents reserves or store. It involves the principle of protecting the environment and raising cultural awareness.
He has written several criticisms of that play. He has written several criticisms of that play.
The current spelling follows the major reform of 1918 and the final codification of 1956. Okay, the biology department at my school is very difficult. They require all their students to take multiple courses in the science. 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 And I will be greater when strong. I is students will probably be able to find good careers after graduations, although not all are able to complete the program. Okay, multiple courses in the sciences, and I help the graduate graduate grades graders grading is strong.
I poured myself a cup of tea. I
I
poured myself
bought
a cup of tea.
I bought myself a cup
I
of tea.
poured myself a cup of tea.
It's located in the southern part of the Scandinavian. Okay, it's located in the southern part of the Scandinavian Pennsylvania. A bar chart is one of the most versatile chart types because there are many different ways to present and interpret data using this chart format. Bar charts are often used in business and marketing, and in fact, they are used in many different situations. Select the best. Okay. The type of bar chart you choose will depend on what data you have and how you want to present it. Best, best. Okay. Once you know how to read the bar chart, it becomes easier to interpret it. Second one. So bar charts are fast and easy to read, but it's difficult to see many patterns beyond the patterns of the bars. Oh, okay, so we can say different situations. A bar chart might be used to compare time company to complete uh, the time used to compare the time a company took to complete a project. Type of bar chart you choose will depend once you know itself. When yourself, the type of bar chart you choose will depend on data you have and how you want to present it because you use a bar chart. I'll show you this. For example, you use relations. Some advantages of bar charts. What are some advantages of bar charts? Difference, for example, bar chart. Okay, this one. How should you decide on the type of chart you use? Both rituals will depend on what data. Okay, will depend on what do you have and how you want to present it. Okay, select the data expressed in the passage. Line graphs show the relationship between two variable over time or across region on a map. Bar charts are versatile because there are many ways to present data using this chart type. A pie chart is used to show a pie slice which presents a certain percentage of the whole. So that is expressed. Oh, bar charts, first step. Please select the best title. Bar chart saying strengths and weaknesses. Let's go. Okay, work, man, work. Okay, the section is now complete. Continue. You will participate in conversation about a scenario below. You are a student who is interested to study abroad programs. You have been told that the professor who manages the study abroad programs for your school is very knowledgeable and has a lot of experience with different programs. You go to their office to ask about the program and get more information. So I'm interested in study abroad programs. So I'm going to go into their office and ask about the program and get more information. Okay.
Hi there. What can I do for you?
So this is the right one.
Yes, that's correct. I'm the one who manages the study abroad programs. What can I help you with?
Well, I've heard that the student employment program is very competitive. I'm consider applying to be a teaching assistant. So no, that's why I'm Spanish. No, in the sense, can you recommend me for set up programs for business students? No, I was wondering if you could tell me a bit more about the program.
Sure. The programs are open to all students, and you can choose from a variety of different options depending on your interests.
Sound amazing.
We have a lot of students who are interested in studying business or history abroad. We've also had students do volunteer work and work as aides in schools teaching English.
Sounds like there's something for everyone. How should I narrow down the options?
If you want, we can set up a meeting to go through the programs together. Just let me know your field of study and academic interests beforehand so I can have a few options prepared. You can fill out the meeting request form online to select a date and time.
That sounds perfect. Thank you for help. Okay, I think I will try to close it. Tell me about it. Yeah, I think so. Thank you very much. Does he plan to open new research center in your country? Some people want center for business search, while other want search for research in agriculture. That they're short. They should develop a research center, research center for agriculture, farming, because majority of inhabitants in our country are farmers, farmers, and this center will help them understand more about farming, agriculture, agriculture, more about agriculture's crops and farming, and will enhance the quality of and quantity of or fuel, fe- fuels. No, we can say crops. Another another thing is that another thing is that uh, there is scarcity, there is scarcity in knowledge, scarcity, scarcity uh, about say genetic engineering country which has a has a solid action action of agriculture. Okay, moving on to the next one.
What do you like to do on vacation and why?
All right. Okay, so this is an image of a vibrant, vivid building, which looks like a museum, and there are so many ancient pieces kept in the hall of this building. And as I can see, there's a sword, a couple of statues, and also different sort of things which are kept inside the glass, and they're just there. They're kept there to for the tourists, so they can come and just you know uh, they can witness this these these we can say monuments of history. and there are two sides of okay, there are two floors on the either side of this hall, as we can see, uh, painted with vivid colors, and there are some colorful lights hanging down from the roof, and there are also some sort of balloons or lights at the back of the, you know uh, at the back of this hall, which is not clearly visible. But this looks like a museum, and as we can see, there are so many ancient statues, swords, and other things which are kept inside the glasses. And probably it's a time where they're showcasing them to the public. So that's why they're kept in the hall. Talking about the impact of museums on tourism, talking about myself personally, when I go to a new place, a new country, a new city, so if there is a museum available, then the first thing that I want to explore is museum, and the reason is very obvious. Museum is a place where you can uh, gain so much information about the history of that particular place, and that's why it's so much appealing to tourists which are new to that sort of country or city. For example, every country has different sort of museums, and many ancient things from the history which are really valuable for the people of that country are kept inside them. And with all those things, the history of those things are also written uh, along are written and kept alongside with them. So from that, the tourists can have some sort of we can say understanding from the history of that place, and it brings a lot of benefits to the city and region for two reasons. Number one, it generates revenue because if you enter a museum, you should get a ticket, and second, it helps tourists to understand more about that city. Right about the last time you participated in a physical activity, what was the physical activity? Did it go well? What was the experience like? How did you feel before and after? Include specific detail in your speech. What line time in physical activity? Okay. What did the last time you participated in physical activity? I recently started gym, and this has changed my life forever. Because what was the physical activity? Okay, we can say that. Okay, let me choose something. I was literally a couch potato. I was literally a couch potato until one of my cousins told me to join gym with them. Okay, it was obviously it was obviously difficult and tedious. First, first, because I had severe and my back and every body at the initial days. But with the passage of time, I felt I started to become accustomed to it, and my body was got used to it. After a month working out, I feel extremely, extremely energetic and productive than before, and it is a great distraction for my uh, distraction from my exhausting daily life. For so to sum it up, I think assume that participating, right? Okay, next. How about memory that is particularly memorable for you because of its sight, smell, sound, taste, or touch? Why do you think this memory has stayed with you over the years? Include details from your life in your answer. And this is talk about particularly memorable for you because of sight, smell, sound, taste, or touch. So, what is this memory? Sight, smell, touch. Okay, so I can say like last July, uh, I went with my friends to my village, and we had a sort of a short picnic there, uh, where we enjoyed eat, where we had fresh sugar cans that we cut from the field itself, and after that we had a sort of gathering and tiny, we can say, party of corn on the cob that we just we can say that we boiled uh, ourselves. We cut the corns from we picked the corns from the field, and then we boiled them, and after that we enjoyed eating them, uh, you know and in the lunch we had fresh sour milk, which are made up from fresh yogurt, which was from one of my friend's cows. And alongside with that, we just took out onions from the field, and we just washed them and we had them, and that was so good. I mean, man, and especially talking about that data, which is a traditional word in Afghanistan, where this is the process of backing the corns on the cob. This is called data, and I can still smell. I have that smell in my nose till today. And talking about the taste of those fresh sugar cans, then I would say that that were extremely they were extremely delicious. And still, I have that sort of sweetness in my mouth, and we can say saliva from that time. And it's been just a few months, but still, but I think that it will remain with me for the rest of my life because of its beautiful, experience that we had. We were like gathered after a long time, and talking about the view and landscape that we had while eating and enjoying all those things. You know, you wouldn't believe me, man. This was beside the sea, not sea. I'm sorry. This was beside the river, and talking about the landscape. Um, all the our vicinity was covered with greenness all over, and the air was complete. The air was severely fresh. Okay. The next 21 questions are if you can score in all experience. Searching on can shade these questions practice.